I'm Tom. Viddal Riley took on Chev Clarke in what was, in my opinion, fight of the night outside of the main event. I was genuinely shocked at the fact it walked first, but it didn't. It ended up walking second. I think that was a good decision because the first fight wasn't bad, but certainly wasn't as good as that second one. That Chev Clarke Viddal Riley fight was amazing. And to think going into that, I mean, look, Chev Clarke's a really good boxer, and this shouldn't be the end of Chev Clarke. He's got, a future in the sport. So I'm glad, I'll be glad if this isn't the end of him and he keeps boxing. He's got that potential. He is a high level boxer. He's got that in him. He just came up against a very, very good Viddal Riley at a very bad time in the wrong place. He was always going to perform well in the Spurs stadium when he supports Spurs, right? So what ended up happening was ended up being quite a one-sided fight. Viddal Riley, I mean, I had it 119, 19, 118, 110, being generous. You could give him really harsh and had it 120, 18. All in favour of Viddal. Viddal put on a display. I don't know how the judges gave the scorecards they gave. I didn't see that at all. Viddal put on a clinical boxing display against a high-level opponent in Chev Clarke, and that's why I said he's got a future in the sport. Not because I hype him over because of what he did with KSI. He's been in the influencer scene, and he does it. That kind of misfit style event, or he's a YouTuber. Nothing like that. I said he's as good as he is because he is as good as he is. I've never seen anything that makes me kind of worry about him. The only thing that makes me worry about him, nothing he does in the ring, it's actually what he does out the ring. The lack of activity and a few injuries. That's all that's made me worried. A couple of injuries, of course, not reactive then, and outside of that was, again, lack of activity, but injuries aren't going to help. But also, I think he started with the Mayweather team, wasn't helpful. I think starting with a boxer wasn't really ideal. But now he's got a chance to take on, as the English champion, the British champion in Chev Clarke, and he won quite convincingly. The next, now we see why Isaac Chamberlain decided he wasn't gonna fight Viddal Riley, because let's be honest, he ducked that fight. He absolutely ducked that fight, and now we see why. Because Viddal Riley is a class above him, like a big class above him, and we see the future, the road Viddal's going on. He's got the Lonsdale belt. He's British champion, convincingly, very easily, humble as well. That post-fight press conference he did, post-fight interview he did. He's a humble guy. He's a humble character. He's super, super good. We know he's got a future in the sport, and that's kind of clear now. Well, we don't have a future anyway, but you know what I mean? We know the trajectory he's on. He's young, 27, is he? 28? I think he's 27 years old. He's got a big future in the sport. Who would I like to see him in there with next? European champion, the guy that Chev just, in my opinion, Chev had a very close fight. Chev could have been given the nod there. Wasn't. Cool. It was a close fight. Chev could have been given the nod, but he wasn't. I don't see Viddal go and step up and face him now. That European level. Keep going the way you've done. English champion, British champion, European champion, Commonwealth champion. That's the next steps for him. Don't look at Zerdo yet. Don't look at Billy Smith. I'd maybe look at, sorry, his name escapes me. The guy that Billy Smith just beat. Maybe him, but not Billy Smith yet. I wouldn't look at Opataya or Ramirez. Stay away from that level at the moment. Get European, Commonwealth, a couple more fights in and around there. Then step up to world level after 2 or 3 more fights. That's my opinion, people. What an amazing fight it was, though. Let me know your thoughts, people, on the fight. Where should you go next? All that stuff in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and all this stuff works, people. Peace.